Hi there, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah, and I'm a multidisciplinary artist who just likes to create things and then share what I create. So if you like to watch the creative process, stick around. Consider subscribing, leaving a comment, a like, sharing it with your friends, all that good stuff. This video is brought to you by a lack of motivation, honestly. 2025 started off in a way that I did not see coming, in that I was very undermotivated and I've been very slow in my creating anything. So what this is a work that I created last year in 2024. Thankfully, through the magic of Procreate, the app actually records everything that you do and then turns it into a time lapse, which has come in handy at a time where I lack motivation, but also have a goal of putting out 2 videos a month for the year. It's also a fun way to just show you some of the past work that I've done that I didn't record for YouTube. Like this one. This is the character creation for Abigail June, who is the main character in a poem that my husband wrote actually more than 20 years ago, that we always thought would be fun to illustrate and turn into a children's book. So last May, I sat down and decided I was going to do it. I was going to figure out how to illustrate a children's book. So the only requirements that he gave me for Abigail June was that she had tan skin, brown hair, and green eyes, and wears a straw hat. I knew that I wanted to play around with really vibrant, bright, happy colors for her and for the whole book. So that's what I did. I created a bright, happy, vibrant color palette and just went to work. You notice that I just did the dress and I did the polka dots by hand. Later on, I learned how to actually create a brush myself, in a polka dot brush myself in Procreate, and then recolor the dress with that. So it's more uniform and it looks better and cleaner. And it was fun creating my own brush. I felt like a real artist. Okay, speaking of being a real artist, you see how I have the little copy of her up in the upper left corner? I did that because I saw another artist or other artists to do that, and they use that as a color reference. So I did it because I thought I was supposed to, but honestly, I don't know that I fully understand why they do that. But I wanted to feel like I knew what I was doing, like I was a real artist. Have any of you ever done that, where you just follow a guideline because somebody somewhere said that's how you're supposed to do it, even though you didn't really understand why? I mean, in this case, I understand, I guess, why they were doing it or why artists do it. It's just for color blocking. But for me and my purposes and my style, it was unnecessary. I feel like I've spent most of the time not actually talking about what's going on the screen, but I do want to stop and just point out this tree because it was baffling me for so long. I didn't know how to finish it. I didn't know how I wanted it to look. And then I went on a walk in the neighborhood and I looked up and I saw a tree and I knew exactly what I needed to do. So if you ever find yourself stuck and in need of inspiration, maybe go take a walk. And here you're about to see when I switch over to my homemade brush for the polka dots. And as we come up on the end of the video, I want to point out that this is actually not the final version of Abigail June, but I wanted to show you the creative process because it's still fun. I'm still really proud of how this came out. It just wasn't hitting all of the notes that I wanted it to hit. But I want to show you too, this is the sketches. This is how many different times I actually drew her and tried to figure out who she was, what clothes she wore, even sometimes she looked scary. And then this is closer to the final version.